If you're playing many games like me, you know, the many times where you play a game, in indie game, and that you won't be just better. And this is just one of them, Kaiju Battle Simulator in VR. Now, the premise itself is great. A physics-based Kaiju battle simulator game, like the name suggests, where you can actually do many things. You can break enemies' head, break their hands, cut their ends off, their heads, throw them, smash them, hold them with your hands, and shoot rockets at them while doing so. Customize your loadout and just play around in a sandbox environment where you can spawn different kaijus. Yeah, so let's jump into it again. Very good premise. It's still in early access, but yeah, the premise is there, but it needs better execution. Let's try it out. All right. So what we're going to do now, this is a different mech. I can actually see that it has different HUD. So you can see it's a slow motion. All right, you can just grab it. You can see everything, by the way, is kind of low poly, also low textures. Although the animations are really good. Make the kaiju feel quite realistic. Now we can grab in different areas. You can see highlights. So I can grab it in the hand, in the head. You can see something like blood coming on, the blue one. This means that you can actually just dealing damage. So you can actually break the hand. Look at that. So cool. The problem with it, well, once you do that to both hands, you just render this enemy useless. It can't deal any damage to you. Just saying. So let's just do just that and break the other end. I mean, this is such a cool mechanic. I mean, this is really, really cool. Look at that. And the sound effects. Right, so throat. Look at the hand. Crazy fun. This is just amazing. But you can see that now he can't deal any damage to me. No, something else. He can bite. If he could bite, that would be amazing mechanic. Then he can become aggressive, like enrage and start biting, and becomes faster because of that. I think that would be something. I mean, these are the extra things that I want to see, you know, and of course to be more challenging like that. But this is just one thing. Now you have your weapons you can actually grab from your back. You have I mean, you can decide on the loadout. You can see, by the way, also the HP of different parts of your parts. I think they can actually also get rid of your parts as well if they are damaged. You see, you can just grab it from far. And you have your hammer. I mean, I put a hammer and a sword or a dagger. I'm not sure. And you can, of course, use it to deal damage to the kaijus. For example, let's just take the sword, which is just more fun for me. And let's just try to take his heads off, all right? So take this from the back. And you can just stick it into his head. You can see the blood is mean you are dealing damage there. And you can just cut it off. How cool is that? Of course, he is gone. Now, it is a simulation game. This means that you have different options. By the way, kind of little, I can't even campaign. Just a few modes for fighting. Some of them are harder than others, but overall, it's easy all around. I mean, it's not a challenging game at all. This is the longsword, the katana, I think it's called. We can actually use it also to deal damage to structures. I'm going to show you more in a moment. The problem is that everything is slow motion. I have to admit that it gives kind of a cinematic feeling to it, I have to admit, but it's just too slow, and you know, if there was some kind of an ability to execute something in slow motion, it would be nice. Or maybe kind of a final attack when you can cut his head, you have kind of see this in slow motion, but everything is just in slow motion. Just well, it's bad for the enemy, and it's overall just I want to be faster, but I can't. There's no option that I found to actually increase the speed, unfortunately. Aside from that, hitting enemies doesn't feel like it connects well. It happens a lot in so many games in VR. It feels kind of everything feels like kind of a ragdoll. But again, ragdoll animations are here, by the way. You're going to see more in a moment, which is nice. I have no problem. They're actually funny. But in terms of feeling that the weapon actually connects, it doesn't feel great. But again, this is probably because of that. It feels more kind of spongy, you know, soft, rather than something that feels like you were hitting something. Another cool thing that once you cut their hands off, they start falling down. They're losing like the ability to stabilize themselves, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, it works like that really nice, and they just fall down, which is cool. You can see on top of each other. They can topple on top of each other. You can just jump on others also when there are many enemies. Although keep in mind, although you can actually spawn lots of enemies, it does have an impact on the frame rates, of course. These are the rockets that you can shoot. Cool, but the animation are poor and it doesn't feel great, but still really nice to have this feature. For some reason, wasn't able to grab the buses, the cars, and said, well, I mean, I don't know why. It would be nice. Now it feels like more like a rampage game, right? The small ones you can climb, you just break them once you get close to them, which is cool, of course. You can even shoot rockets at them, they will just break. But there are some buildings you can break and you can actually climb them. There are actually some spots you can actually see that allows you to just continue clicking and just climb when you see the dot, the white dot. Now, in terms of visuals, I would have preferred something that either look anime or super realistic. I mean, low poly is fine, but it just falls something in between that I don't really like. So, I mean, maybe a combination of both would be amazing. We've seen it in many video games, or a combination of anime and something realistic, that the combination of the two works very well. But again, this one's on the Quest 3, on the Meta Quest 3, so there are limitations. Although it's more, I think, capable of doing that in terms of visuals. But I think because you can actually spawn lots of enemies here, the developer probably went with low poly just to make sure that the game won't suffer that much in terms of frame rates. So here I'm actually spawning lots of enemies, and of course you can actually get to 0 frame rates. By that I mean the game will freeze and we just resume after some time. Here you can see they're jumping on top of each other, toppling. It's really fun, cool. This is a game that I want to play on PC rather than on the Quest, so I can actually spawn many of them. I also want better graphics because again, they look organic, especially this dude. You see with the teeth and the gums, when it looks realistic, it's really fun to just engage with them up close. Here it's actually froze. So it's kind of a pity that it's not look more realistic. Yeah, the limitation of the hardware, of course. But it's unfortunate. Could have looked and be more immersive like that, in my opinion. But even then, there's no limit. I mean, I just put a few of them, and you can see many of them, and it just the frame was terrible. So just note. Now there are quite a few options, like turning the HUD off, hide the cockpit if you don't want to see it, which is nice. I didn't know that before, by the way. I realized that later. So yeah, some options are there. There's not enough, of course. You can see that it's still in early access and it needs more work to be better, but there are loadout and other things, and I'm sure if the developer will continue working on this title, it can be really an amazing one. It needs, of course, more optimizations, better features, sound effects, dynamic music, visual effects, things just to just bring it to the next level. But the premise of the game, the idea is so good when it comes to physics-based combat. It just feels fantastic just by itself. It just needs more work to be just better. Still, people like it. The reviews on Oculus, on the Oculus Store, are very positive, and it's a popular game. But it just needs to be better than here, the one I see here, in order to make me want to play more, and just that, a few minutes and just leave it and wait for future updates. Also, the weather is really nice. Again, especially playing at night, it's more dramatic. Regarding, by the way, the lighting, this also can be improved. But again, it's all limitation of the hardware. If this plays on PC and you have much more dramatic lighting, by the way, this can be such an amazing game. I just feel so bad. I mean, the core idea of the game is great, and I just want it to be better. Man. Well, nothing I can do about it. Hopefully more features will be added. Usually when I follow games, they don't get many updates later. Hopefully this one will get. I mean, it is still, people giving very good reviews, and quite a lot of reviews, and it is popular. So I mean, it shows on top seller or something on the Oculus Store. So hopefully this would motivate the developer to continue investing in this game, because again, I have a feeling the game can be very, very, very popular if you just be better than what it is now with more features and updates. Thanks for watching.